Hi guys, this is Extreme Wirehead again, and I just wanted to show this thing because I don't think it's getting enough press. This is Jacksmith, where the world is filled with animals of human-like origin, and you play as Jacksmith the guy, which is this donkey, whatever he is, and he's a blacksmith. He's a blacksmith that wants to make some cash, so you'll see soon enough. I'll play through like a little bit, and alright, so let's just play a new game. So of course that's not how you say, you type it, but let's go with it. Skip all that. It's just you're just a blacksmith, and you're doing, if you want to know the full story or what little it is, the whole point is he doesn't have enough cash. That's why he wants to go on this adventure to get cash. So the game starts with a lot of tutorial actually, and I don't want to bore you too much, but it's really inventive, and how much interaction you get out of this whole adventure is going to be really fun. So first, you call out to adventurers to help you out. You ask them exactly what they are, although you can already tell by what kind of person they are, and you make what weapon they ask for. So I'm gonna make a sword, and you have an infinite amount of copper. You can do this, which fans the flames of war and gives you more faster time. Then you do this, which is to pour into the mold cast the weapon of your choice. And then you get to the hammering bit where you sharpen the edges of the weapon. Okay, I'm notoriously fast, too fast in this game, I would say, but that's the idea of the weapon. And then you, after making the metal part of the weapon, you have to create the handle of the weapon. Like this, followed by, so that was the hilt, there's that, and there's this. And finish. So you can see my hammering isn't perfect, but it's fine for the purposes of this tutorial. So then you have to make another one, and so each weapon has power and durability. The better metals have more power and durability, and then you add better hilts and guards and all these other bits and bobs that you find out through your adventure to make better weapons. And you just keep the game just gets more complicated from there. Don't worry. But I wish this was an iPhone game. I wish this was a I don't know, a pad game, or maybe better yet, Facebook game, because it'll keep you busy for a really long time, my lord. But this game itself, the entire idea is you go around making things for people, and you call on local adventurers to get you to the next area, and you make them weapons so that you can get to the next area. There's specific recipes that make your equipment even better than what is already visible here, but this is basically what you're doing for a livelihood, and to go save the princess, because I think that was the whole point of this adventure. You tend to forget what exactly the story is about halfway through, because, you know, who really cares when you spend the next 6 to 10 hours just making weapons for everybody. So yeah, that's the gist of the game. I can't really show you how crazy the game gets later on, but let's just finish a single round so that you get the idea. So there are my soldiers. They're gonna go into battle. You can't really help them too much, because what you're supposed to do is make them the great weapons so that they don't have to worry about anything. The health bars at the lower left indicate the health of your weapon, not really the soldiers. The soldiers themselves can never die. This is a very PG-13 game, I would say. And you just watch them fight. It's that simple. Later on, you do have the ability to change how the fight goes by these empty circles here. which give you a bit more control over what happens during the fight. But other than that, you have no control. Your weapons should speak for themselves in this combat. Your warriors are as good as they will get. So if you defeat all the enemies, you will get an epic weapon design and parts from a treasure chest. So this weapon design is quite important because it lets you create special equipment. And I'll just go over them really quick. You get this splash screen, which just shows you all sorts of different things. You get a new weapon type. This happens as you progress through the game. They add to the complexity of the game, which is really nice. I have yet to actually find out every single thing about this game, and I'm so many hours in. For a single Flash game, it's quite crazy, and I'm loving it. So here's the design page where you see all the different special designs that make different things. So you can see, wait, let's get those out of the way. So you can see the parts, specifically what parts. They're even numbered for your convenience. You don't have to actually know what they look like. You have to know these numbers or bookmark them so that they show up lighted up on the splash screens. And this is the effect that you will get. There's a help menu actually. You don't need to read through it. You just have to know that weapon designs are often and almost always the case necessary to get through the tougher fights in this game. And for this one specifically, it's called the Armor Piercer, specifically only because it gives everybody, all of your soldiers, more attack power, which is that's always a great thing. Besides that, I would say that that's really all there is to the game, and we can move on to something a little more complicated, which is my really crazy save file, which involves a level 21. That's a level 2. Now you're gonna see what happens after 3 hours of gameplay. I'm level 21. That's not actually how much money you usually get. I've earned thousands of gems, and there's all sorts of manner of crap that you find in this game, and they all do all sorts of different things. So let me run through the process of how I go about this this game. So first they tell you all the different elements that you're gonna face. It seems we're gonna run into a lot of fire, a lot of thunder, and a lot of wind. So we see swordsman, and I go over to my what's this? Nothing amazing. And I look at my my sword designs, and I look, what exactly can I make? Is there anything I can make at the moment? I go over to the shop. I make sure. Let's see. There's another thing where, as you get cash in the game, you can find even more crap to add to your freaking weapons, which is amazing by itself. And you just keep going, because that's really the point of the game. Just keep making designs until something amazing happens. So let me just show you exactly how crazy this thing goes. Right, this one. The old design, good old-fashioned, yeah. Good old-fashioned, simple, straight sword that everybody likes. Useful for all sorts of manner of things. And, oh god, I hate making spears because they take forever. But, yeah, so we go over there, we make a sword, pull him out. That's the other concept of this game, where as time goes by, they make you multitask, which involves all sorts of running around, changing, buying things, and oh god, no greats. Oh, there we go. Great, good. Great. It's great. And a shield is one of the simplest things in this game, and I love them. God, good lord, but they take so many resources to make, and they often involve quite a bit of effort on your part because they're so amazing. Okay, so as you can see, there's quite a lot of running back and forth in this game, only because each step takes a while, and you have to work around what all these different things do. And as you can see, I'm starting to lose my my skill at this, because you have to you have to manage everything. That's really the point of the game. There's a lot of management, there's a lot of running around, doing all sorts of manner of things, and you have to make sure that you're never overwhelmed by all the different things that you're supposed to be doing. So let me just get through this one. And so you haven't actually seen how crazy this game just gets just yet. So, oh my god, I hate making those. Just, I hate those so much. I'm painting for my life, and I am a master shield man. Let's do that, and that's really the point of the game. You make weapons for everybody. They tell you exactly what they want. You build specifically for the monsters that you're about to face in the future, and you make a whole bunch of weapons for their perusal. I believe they get to keep it if they win, I guess. But otherwise, they're on their own, and you only help them by cannons and all this nonsense in the middle of the fight, which we'll get to in a bit. I'm getting ahead of myself there. Oh god, I must be on my off day today. Shields are probably the easiest weapons in this game to make, just because of their simplicity, and I like it sometimes when there's a simple weapon in the mix. It keeps things interesting for me. You're right. Let's do this. So that sword's finished. Pass it on to Mr. Pigman, who's really good at the sword business. And that's really all there is to say. The game does get a lot more complicated because of all these amazing weapons that you can make and all these crazy things that you have to build. And you have to align them perfectly, because if you don't, stuff like that happens where it tends to wobble onto the side, which really bugs me. What's really nifty about this game, though, is that the wobbling is seen when they hold the weapon. You can actually see your weapons and how well they form in combat because of how poorly you did. Just like that. You see that? And then you watch him hold it. You can see the little mess that I made in the bottom. Oh my god, it's about to... There we go, saved it. Okay, so... that, and this one, I don't want to worry about it because the pegged mace is such a pain in the butt. But, god. This game, man, it just takes up way too much time. There's all sorts of manner weapons. This is the one weapon I hate in this entire game because of its complexity. This is called the pegged mace. And so far, from all the different weapons that I've made in the game, this is the one that has hurt my pride, because I actually don't know if I'm doing a good job. I'm just roughly placing them everywhere because it's supposed to kill people, not exactly be perfect. I seem to be doing okay, but it just takes so much time because there's so many pieces to get through. And I know it looks look at that left side. It looks horrible, and god. But besides the peg mace, okay, the pegged mace may be the one thing I really hate about this game. But besides the pegged mace, the game is a wonderful one. There's all sorts of different things you can make, and you have to strategize while building all of these weapons at the same time, and you're under a time limit, as you recall. So it's very important that you make them well. And yeah, that's the gist of the game. You make a whole bunch of weapons, and you get them into the fights. So we're gonna get into the next complicated thing about this game very soon, which is after I build all these weapons and they get into the fight, and I help them out using my nifty little cannon barrage thing, which is gonna be good. And I just need to finish the last of this. I don't know what to put. Fire, I guess is good. Oh no, don't. You also have to have a very precise mouse, because that's the only way you're gonna get bonuses in this game. So there's the last item. I did a okay job, I think, for the day. And the extra time becomes extra cash for you, which is always a good thing, I guess. So, the active part of the game, which you've already seen before, gets a whole lot more complicated when those circles start to fill up. Because now, you not only have to pick up all the loot for them, which is, really, really boring, but you also have to affect the fight by throwing bombs at their way, and helping them out with all manner of attacks and stuff. which is good because it keeps things interesting. It means that it's not just going to be about your weapon, it's also going to have some effect on how you play your siege mode abilities and how well they can manage to fight, even though you don't have total control over the situation. There's not much to say other than this is a wonderful game. I've sunk 3 hours and probably way too much time into trying to understand and trying to optimize this game, which is really, it's a good thing. It's a nice flash game. I'll put a link to be able to play it on wherever you are, which is, it's just going to be on Newgrounds. It's not going to be hard to find. It's on the freaking front page, but might as well put it there because I really love the developer and I really love what they've done here. Other than that, there isn't too much to say other than you better play it because it's amazing how much the bunch of us have been playing this game, because it's not difficult. It's not a complicated concept. You build weapons for people, have them use them, and you help them a little bit with your cannons, but otherwise it's all up to them and how well you made your weapons to deal with the forces of evil that are against. Which is it's a nice concept, and I really like it. It's really fun. There's all sorts of different things you can build, and it just gets more complicated as you go down the line. It's not gonna be easy. Just let me put it that way. It only looks like it's easy, but it's not gonna be easy. The only reason I got through that was because of optimization of my weapons, making sure that they were good enough for the situation, and most importantly, I think, is the timing of your cannons, because there's a heal cannon and there's all sorts of other things that are important. But what's important here is you need to be proactive and help them out, because there's crazy things about this game that just keep me going. So I don't want to drag this on too long. That was a quick look at Jacksmith and the amazing amount of time I've sunk into just a simple little game about making weapons and killing the forces of evil. In any case, this is Wire, and I'll see you on the next game. Peace. Or whatever else you want to call it. I have no idea what I'm going to call it just now. But that's what I've got for you, and you're gonna have to live with it. Anyway, I'm gonna play some more of this. Oh my god, there's a trident. But, I think you're gonna like it. Anyway, bye-bye.